Good morning, everyone. I wanted to do just a random video. I haven't done one here in a little bit, it seems. I'm wanting to do a dance video, but I still haven't made my mind up on that. So, and I also have had a sore foot lately, which thankfully is finally starting to ease up enough, has eased up enough that I was able to go for a walk yesterday evening, which was wonderful. Didn't get very far, and it rained right before we went to leave to come back home, but it was nice to be able to get downtown and just, just go around a little bit. As you know, everything I do is random and it's raw. I don't, there's times I may do like 1 or 2 different videos, or maybe 3 even sometimes, and you don't get to see those because I'll slip up and I'll maybe I'll mess up, like enough sentences and stuff that it doesn't sound right, or I'll have like a giant brain fart and everything. So, but I don't know, I don't understand how to edit videos, so that's why I like being random, and I've just basically wasted well over a minute of time rambling. So, happy Thursday. I just thought, yeah, today'd be Throwback Thursday. I don't have anything for Throwback Thursday right now. I'm not going to put up in a video. Maybe I'll do something on Facebook. But, so yeah, last weekend was amazing. As a matter of fact, the retreat team actually came in on Thursday, and they were late, but they came and it was awesome. Went down for the movie at the church Thursday evening, and got to see everybody then. And the very first person that we ran across before we even got into the church was Bambi. So I say hi to Bambi. Good morning, Bambi. I actually, maybe I talk about her too much, but I know that Bambi's one person, that religiously watches my videos. So it's like, even if nobody else watches, I know if I see I have one view, I know that Bambi's the one that viewed it. So for some odd reason, she puts up with me, so I love you for that. It takes an awful lot to be able to put up with me, just because of who I am and the kind of person that I am. But the movie was really good, and it was just nice to be able to be around everybody. And then Friday morning, Bambi and I went out to breakfast, which was awesome. Didn't quite work out the way that we had planned, but where we wound up eating at was way better, and it helped me with my anxiety. Not just the fact that there really wasn't hardly anybody in there, but also the fact that it just, I don't know, it was just a better environment for me personally, and Bambi seemed to really enjoy herself to the point that she definitely had things going and everything, laughing and that and everything, and I have to admit, and it's not just because she's watching this, but it's the truth, that's the nicest meal I think I have ever had out. And obviously, family meals and stuff are nice too whenever the family goes out. But to go out with another person, which I rarely ever did, and with a random person like that, and I have to admit, that was, I don't know, there's just something about our connection, and this is the first time we'd ever done this, and we really weren't around each other when she was in 2 years ago for the retreat because she missed last year. Our main way of getting to know one another was through Facebook and that, and connecting that way, since I only get to see her once a year. And so to be able to go down, and I was so nervous, but then once you get in there, and it's like, it just like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. And I wish that she lived here, because I wish I could just have that connection with somebody all the time, because I think I would never be down in the mouth. I was so happy, and that's just not me. That really isn't me. And so I just want to thank you again for that, my dear. It was wonderful. And then we had the women's tea Friday afternoon, which was really nice, and just very very quiet setting and everything. Very I'm disappointed that there weren't many people there. I don't know how many showed up, for the men's prayer, because they do where the women go to the tea and then the men go and they have like a prayer thing. And I know, of course, the preacher was there, and then Dave. who him and his wife Marianne are the main ones, for the retreat and everything. And I know there were those two, but I don't know if anybody else showed up or not. So I'm really disappointed, at the outcome this year. I wish that more people would have showed up. I don't understand why they're not, and it's very disappointing. But the tea was very nice, and then we did something different this year. Usually I don't go down for Friday when Dave preaches. I don't usually go down for that. I don't usually hit it on everything. This year we actually went because my mom wasn't going to be able to go to church on Sunday because she had to work, so we went down for that. And it was really nice. And then Saturday was the picnic. And my grandmother and I went up because I don't usually do the picnic either, but Dave and Marianne, who come in, like I said, this is their thing with the retreat, and Bambi and crew come in, with them. And Dave and Marianne have two beautiful twin girls named Ada and Nicole that they adopted here. It's been 9 months already, which it just seems unreal. And they were getting baptized at the picnic. So naturally, the baptism would come first before they eat. And my grandmother and I couldn't stay, unfortunately, for the picnic, but we got to be there for the baptism. And it was just amazing. It was so amazing. And somebody was nice enough, because they were trying to find a water hole, and somebody had already reserved where they wanted to do, and the people actually said, hey, the guy said, go ahead, you can do it. So then when we finally got over there, like a crowd of people actually were watching as Ada and Nicole got baptized. So it was just so special to see these people that, they weren't part of our group. We didn't know who they were. And it was just so nice to see them be so kind. And I heard of another kind act that actually happened up where Dave and Marianne were staying at, where people let Ada and Nicole come over and everything and get them with other kids and, participate and everything. And I think it's amazing. I wish that more people could be that kind. And I swear that they could not be from this town, because nobody from this town would be that nice. I just think it's so amazing. And these little girls, I wish that everybody could spend, just an hour with these little girls, because when you say about God's children and all this and that, these girls are a prime example of how the Lord wants us to be. And no matter how old you are we are the Lord's children. But these little girls, they have their setbacks and that, and things that they're dealing with, health issues and such, and you wouldn't even know it. They are so full of life, they're so full of love in the Lord, and they're so amazing, and you wouldn't even, you can see past their handicap and everything, you can see past that, and just see these two angels just running around, just having a ball and everything, enjoying being kids, and it's just so beautiful to watch. And it'll be so nice when Dave and Marianne are able to move down here, which is what they're planning on doing, is coming back. It'll be so nice to have them come back and get to watch these girls grow, because they truly are amazing. But there was the baptism, and then the concert and everything at 7 o'clock was, it's amazing. Again, the little girls up on the stage are singing along with their mom and their dad and everything, and the guitar playing, and it's so, to me, it's just so amazing to get to see this, and to be, Dave and Marianne have known me since I was about 16 and a half, 17. Marianne was my vocalist, and to see, like they said, they'd waited 28 years to be able to have children, and they actually weren't able to have children. And to be able to have this opportunity, the Lord, you can tell, they were meant to be a family. This is the way it's meant to be. And it's just so amazing. It really is so amazing. And you get to see how the Lord works. And, of course, on Sunday, they had to go home, and that was very bittersweet. But there was another incident that I wanted to share. On Thursday, after Dave preached, and like I said, we don't usually go down for that, so I asked my grandmother, I was like, do you want to go down, because she wouldn't go for the tea and that, and she's like, sure. She's like, we'll go. So we went, and I said, I made gifts for did I say Thursday night? I meant Friday night, pardon me. I actually made gifts for everybody down there and everybody at the retreat. And see, you can tell this is a raw video. I'm kind of scatterbrained right now. I don't know why. I'm just, the days tend to run together every now and again. And but I took down the gifts anyway. I had made these gifts, and I'd been working on these projects for about maybe like a month. And I turned around and I took them down, and I told my grandmother, I said, you have to be here, because the one thing she had actually done herself and everything, because I wasn't really sure how to do it, so she did it, because she was the one that actually knew, exactly what she was doing. So she went ahead and did it, and everything turned out really good, even with like a lot of the frustrations in that. And the gift bags were actually made by my mom and everything, but everything was made. There was only thing that was bought was the candles for the gift that my grandmother did, but other than that, everything was made. And so I handed those out, and what was so significant about it was the fact that everything tied into particular things for each like individual. It's like I made necklaces for the little girls, and I didn't even know until they came that they like Winnie the Pooh, and each had a Winnie the Pooh, on the line for the necklace. And they had actually had it over in Country Blessings in the church. They actually had a Winnie the Pooh that talked and everything, and Dave and Marianne bought that for the girls. And I mean, they were clinging to him. He was everywhere. And I said, I didn't know. Even with the gift bags, it's like even the pictures that I put on the bags, with the scripture, this, that, whatever, and it all tied in. I mean, one had for Scrabble and everything, and of course Bambi and I play Scrabble and that. And then the one was for the church for the Beacon of Light, which I didn't know that and everything, but the one scripture was basically for the Beacon of Light. And everything, it tied in, and then each gift, it's like Bambi likes owls, so then of course the cans and everything, so that was significant. And then that with Winnie the Pooh then for the girls, and then of course Dave and Marianne, it's like with the hearts and everything. It took me a long time when Marianne was working with me for the vocal lessons and that they would tell me, that they loved me, her and Dave, and I couldn't say it, it's like I was, in my late teens, and I wasn't sure about that. I mean, they were strangers to me. I wasn't sure about telling somebody outside of my family that I loved them. I didn't feel comfortable with it, and it took me a long time to be able to do that. And so that was a big deal for me. And then I made Debbie a teddy bear, and just different stories started coming out, that, well, this has this reason, and this has that, and that has this, and this has that. And I said, I had no clue. It's like even with the one scripture that I had forgotten, because everything was on the struggle for last week, and when they come in, they have a set like thing that they're focusing on, and this was on the struggle, and I'd actually put a thing on there for that and everything. The one scripture actually was what they were going by, and I mean, I think I probably maybe gave that one maybe a little bit of thought, but then we actually ran out of ink, colored ink, and everything with our printer and that, so then I had to improvise with stuff, and that's just the way that worked out. So I mean, it's just, I was so blown away when I heard all this stuff, and I was like, what? So I mean, but the Lord really told me, he's like, it's like between like 2 and 4 the one morning and everything, I'm like, I couldn't sleep and everything, and I hear this voice in my head, you're gonna do gift bags. And I'm like, what? Yeah, you're gonna make gift bags to put that stuff in. And I mean, this wasn't even, because I was trying to figure out, I figured I was gonna have to put everything in like boxes and give everybody in boxes and that, and everything. It's like, you're gonna make gift bags, and like, you're kidding me, right? But that's the way everything came to me. It's just like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then it's like, you get this voice whispering in your ear, you're gonna make this for this one. You're gonna make that for that one. This is gonna say this. It's like, okay, Lord, you take control of this. You guide my hands and everything. Guide me and show me, how you want me to have it done. And he did, and it was just so amazing. And but anyway, my videos are always long, and that's like a recap of like the most amazing weekend that I've had. I think definitely all this summer, if you want to consider this summer, because it hasn't really been summer to me. But I think, this is just the best weekend. The last weekend was the best weekend that I've had, in just so long. I mean, I laughed so much, and I was just so happy and so full of life. And it's just a shame, that I only get to do that once a year. But I just don't have that kind of connection with anybody around here that I can do that with. And of course, I'm happy with my family and everything, but I don't have anybody outside of that that I can really hang with. It really makes me feel the way that these people do. They truly are family and everything. You guys are just brothers and sisters to me, and you just mean an awful lot. And I always, yeah, I'm the emotional one in the family, but it's a happy emotion, and then it's a great feeling to know that I am just this blessed with people that are that special, and that the Lord put us all together, and I'm just so grateful for that. And so I'm going to close this, and I just want to say I love everybody. I love all you. I thank you for watching, and God bless you. And I'm going to finish it out with the but Ada and Nicole, when we were doing pictures, when we said say cheese, they came up with this really cool thing, and I've been saying it ever since. So I'm not only going to say that I love you and everything and God bless you, but I'm going to say snow cheese. All right. Why did it do that?